Okay guys, and welcome back to another chapter of Fire Emblem. It's good to see you guys. I'm Ludo, of course, and thank you so much for stopping back by, and I hope you're ready because last chapter we did a little bit of a side story to go see if we could capture, oh my goodness, Nils' sister's lost family heirloom, and luckily we did it. There were no tragedies that befell us, so we should be a-okay, and we can head into Chapter 8. So without further ado, let's check it out. So passing through Arifin and Cathalet, Lyn and her friends arrive in Caelin. However, Caelin is now under the rule of Lord Lundgren. Lundgren's henchmen lay in wait to assassinate Lyn. They wait for her approach and ready a special weapon. Oh no, I think I know what that weapon is. We'll find out here shortly in Chapter 8, Vortex of Strategy. Look, Ludo, the mountains seem so far away now. We've come such a long way. Lady Lindis, Ludo. We can't be very far from the castle now. By reckoning, we can reach Castle Caelin in 2 days. If we hurry. 2 more days. Hold on, grandfather, please. Cheer up, Lyn. If they see you looking so sad, the entire company will lose heart. Lorena, you're right, there's nothing to be gained by worrying. We just have to press onward. That's the spirit. Lyn, danger approaches. What did you say? I said danger approaches. I don't see anything, are you sure? I feel it too, I'm sure of it. Ah, my lady, don't move. Huh? Uh-oh. I was right, dude, it's the ballistas! I don't want anything to do with these, man. Where did this bolt come from? They have a ballista. Lord Lundgren is getting serious. Deploying siege engines is no mean feat. What is a ballista? It's a weapon designed for long-distance attacks. Only archers can use them, but they can be devastating. Lorena, you must stay aground. Do not take to the air. The ballista would target you in an instant. Is there a way to combat it? Safest course is to use someone with good defenses as bait so the enemy wastes arrows. Then you can walk up and knock the fool on the head. Well, can you use a ballista? I've never tried, but it's really just a big bow, right? I should be able to figure it out. All we can ask is that you try. Let's see what we can do. Ah, Lady Lindis, Ludo, I have some minor business to attend to. I'm unable to join you. If you need any of my possessions, please take them now. Oh no, dude, I just gave you a Seraph's Embrace like a chapter or 2 ago. Don't leave already. Okay, well, that means we should take his iron sword and give it to somebody else, as well as the hammer, and just go ahead and drop that on Dorcas, I suppose. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. So we'll take Matthew's weapons off, since apparently he doesn't want to hang out with us anymore. I thought we were cool enough, but it seems that that may not be the case. Alright, well anyway, let's just go ahead and drop everything onto Wrath. I don't know if we run into another thief, but on the off chance we do, at least we'll have his items. And then, let's see, we'll give Dorcas this hammer, and we'll get rid of one of these vulneries. I don't think he needs the 3. He doesn't need both of them anyway. We're just going to throw it on Wrath, because that's just kind of holding everything for us in case we do need to, you know, keep use of these items. I mean, once again, we don't have a merchant carriage or anything, so I think our best bet would be to hold on to them for now, and then make use of them later if we can. So let's give Will one of these vulneries. I don't think there's anybody else that particularly needs an iron sword. Lynn's is at 18, but she has another one that has a bunch of durability left on it still. Sane has 2 weapons. Kint's is at like 43 uses, which is, you know, near the maximum amount of them anyway, so I think everybody else is pretty well accrued. Okay, so let's take a look at the map to see if there's anything that we need to worry about. So there is a Dark Mage over here, which we could use Lucius for, and there is at least a Knight Boss. Yogi! A Knight of Caelin who has remained loyal to Lundgren. Oh my goodness, dude. I don't trust him. So anyway, we gotta beat up the big bear unit, but there's also yeah, this is like one of the largest maps we've had so far. And not only is it large, there's also a large number of enemies here too. So it looks like we need somebody to come over here to like visit this town. I don't know what's in there, but it's always worth it to visit a town. You will always get something. It's sort of like the red houses. And then it looks like there's cavalry. Oh, this ballista range is going to be important. So basically what this means is this unit can shoot anything out of these areas, but I believe the ballista has a minimum number of uses. I think it's like 5? It could be more, it could be less, but either way, we want somebody either with strong defenses to kind of walk up here and just take hits while Sarah heals them, Or we try to bum rush him and take him out before he uses all of his shots, but if we're being realistic, that's at least 3 turns to get over there. Plus, they're gonna have to fight these units over here, so it's probably better to just take the hits. So so we need someone to come over here to this town, and we also need them to not get exploded by these magic users. But I don't think the magic users will destroy the town. That's usually something that, you know, sneaky brigands would do. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This one has a Sword Reaver. Okay, this changes a lot. Okay, a level 1 brigand has Class C axe max. Okay. Alright, so anyway, a Sword Reaver basically means that the axe is strong against swords. So I believe our play there is to either use another axe against it or a lance. I don't know if a lance beats a Sword Reaver axe. But at least an axe will go even. And this one has an axe reaver. Oh my god, these guys are cheating! That's a lance reaver and that's a regular axe. And he has an axe reaver. What is this? Okay, so Dorcas is useless against these guys. He should be strong, at least okay against this one, and probably okay against this one. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be really tricky to deal with. Does anybody else have anything like that? I don't think so. Alright, I think the rest of these guys are pretty basic as far as their weapons go. Yeah. Okay, and this is why they put these over here. They didn't want you running over to get this town immediately, because there is in fact an archer which does physical damage, and then magic users which does magic damage. And I don't think we have anybody who's particularly strong against physical and magic. Well, Florina's okay, but Florina will get like shot down by this bowman. Man, there's nobody decent to send over there. I could maybe throw Dorcas that way, but even then, even with all that health, he'd still take a pretty huge hit. Oh, I don't like this at all. Okay, well let's... what do we do? Well, first off, let's make sure that we have all the units that we want to take with us. I think it is probably okay to not take Lucius, but if there's somebody else that is worth taking out, like maybe Florina? I mean, there are a couple archers, but after we deal with them, they shouldn't be too bad. I'm almost thinking, because we're going to have some sort of a front line, that maybe taking Florina out here would be a good idea. We do need both of our cavalry. An archer is probably beneficial here in case we can get a hold of that ballista, but then even then I don't know if there's going to be any units we can actually shoot down with it. We have our cleric, which we obviously need. Nils is debatable whether we want to take him or not. I think we might want to keep him just because it seems like we're going to be taking a lot of hits here. So having the ability to have 2 turns of heal, or two heals in the same turn could be really useful. We can't take Matthew, even though I would love to take Matthew here. And I think we'll still pass on Wrath for now because Will is kind of catching up. Let's see, 7 strength, 8 strength, 9 skill, 6 skill, 6 speed, 10 speed. Well, alright, Wrath is a little bit stronger. The defenses are about the same, but Wrath has higher speed as well as luck and skill. I'm still gonna believe that Will be useful. I'm gonna bank on Will. Like I said, I don't know what Wrath turns into, but I think Will can turn into some pretty neat classes. So we'll stick with that for now. Then the question is there anyone worth picking over Lucius? I feel like Dorcas does have the potential to be useful here, but I mean, if we look at the map again, which I know we're doing that a lot, my apologies, there's one Lance guy who has an Axe Reaver, and then there's this guy with a Lance Reaver who could maybe hit, and this guy who could maybe hit, and then he just fight the Brigand. That's a Lance, that's a Lance. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Dorcas would be great. Okay, cool. So Dorcas is worth taking. Oops. It's not the right button. I think we leave Lucius out, man. I kind of don't want to, but I don't think there's anything else worth picking over him other than Florina. Once again, I think once we take the archers down, Florina would be useful. I think there's only 2 archers here. 1, 2? Yeah. Alright. We'll give it a shot, dude. Let's swap Florina out, and let's bring in Lucius. Okay. And then we need to set up our units in a position that we want to use them. I'm going to put Kent up front. Let's see, what is was his resistance? Well, 1... But, okay, 12 strength, 8 strength, 9 speed, 6 speed. What is the speed of these units? 2 and 3. So I think Sane should be able to explode both of them. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to send both of our cavalry forward and see if we can catch one of these guys and take them down. So we're going to send Sane... Oh man, I'm so nervous! No, we're going to send Kent here into this little foresty hole and see what happens. And then, let's see, what was your range? It can only hit him, so honestly, like, where these guys are set up doesn't seem to matter too much. We'll put Nils, like, there, I guess, and we'll move Dorcas all the way in the back, because Dorcas won't have an opportunity to fight for a while anyway. Like, he's gonna be when we actually get down to this section, if we ever do. So let's try this. I'm feeling really unconfident about this idea, but I don't know what else I could do, because I do want to get to this town, and I'm worried that it's gonna get ransacked before we have a chance to get there. So anyway, let's send Sane, because in the off chance he does get a chance to fight back, he could end up getting a kill. And oh, wait, I just thought of the best idea. Let's give him this javelin. So if he has the javelin, he should be able to fight back against these mages if they come over. So he could finish them off even quicker. Because he's in range of both of them now, but he's on top of this hidey hole. He's going to take 3 hits this turn, but hopefully he'll be fine. And then at this point, we just want to get everybody closer. We do have a shop here that let's send... The most we have... We'll send Nils here. Well, Nils could sing for somebody. Alright, we'll just send somebody who has room. Okay. I should have saw some of this stuff off. I don't think there's anything here I particularly want. Let's grab another... Let's grab nothing. We'll probably have a turn to sit here, and I can decide if there's anything I want to grab. Like, you could probably use another axe just for the future. Your bow's getting a little low, everyone else still has swords available, and... Yeah, I think just a bow. Well, if I'm gonna buy a bow, I can just have Will grab it. Alright, come here, Will. Grab this bow, grab a, grab an axe. We'll have you give the axe to Dorcas, and we should be good. Man, I'm just... I don't know what I want to do, man! And we are gonna send Kit on top of that bush, so that way if the archer for some reason does decide to attack another unit instead of the one who's getting caught by magic, at least he'll have that opportunity to do so. Alrighty, and then we'll just move Urk a little bit closer, and we'll wait this out. So here's hoping that Sane doesn't get absolutely exploded. Yeah, see, because there's that brigand moving up. I knew this would be a good idea. I just need those magic users to come over and fight me. The more misses they have, the way better I'm gonna feel about this. And as long as Sane hits with his next attack, he'll get the level, and then maybe we can finish them off. Alright, I really didn't want him to get hit there, but what we can do now is Sane can attack one of the other ones, finish them off, and even if he gets hit by the ballista, he'll probably be okay, because we did just get a point in defense. And he should kill whichever of those units he fights. And then we have enough time to come back here and have one of them help defend against these units here, because that's a sword and these are lances. So nobody can reach anything, but they can all move up here. I don't have a lance unit to drop there other than Kent. And I don't really want to send Kent over there because I want these guys to be prepared to defend. I could have you try to fight one of them, and then we could send Kent down here instead, but I feel like that's really risky. How do we want to play this? I can't send our bard out very far because he'll get hit by something else too. We could have you come... Ah, man. I'm worried about having somebody get hit twice here. Especially because the ballista could then decide to retarget them. So I think what we should do is we should reposition. We want to have our front line kind of prepared to tank whatever is going to come towards us. So one of them is going to be Lynn. I'll have you wait here. And then... I should have another cavalry member to come back after this exchange. So let's come beat him up real quick. Actually, who has the higher chance of getting hit by Sane? This one. So we'll go ahead and have him do this. That way, once again, even if the archer does decide to target him, he's going to live, and he'll be fine. And this allows Sane, or Kent, the opportunity to run back towards the team. Like I said, I think this should be okay, but I'm a little worried. Okay, so in the meantime, we do need to have Dorcas come up as well. We don't want him to fight the swordsman, but we do have magic users and such to be able to deal with whatever casualties may come from that. Alright, and let's actually have you wait to move forward, because I don't want to put him in a situation where he's going to get caught by that archer. Because I preferably like to be able to heal after the other forces have attacked me, as opposed to getting caught for free this turn and then not having the opportunity to attack first next turn because of the damage we've taken. So I think this should be okay. And now we have our magic users who are all in position. Nobody here is damaged, so nobody else can really do much. And we'll let that sit.
What are you curs waiting for? They're nothing but fleas! Call up for reinforcements and rush them!
This is kind of what I expected to have happen since all these other side units were already approaching. So you may have kind of dropped the ball on that one, man. Okay, so we have two options. We can either go back with Kent or we can go back with Sane. Sane is most likely not going to get attacked by this unit since he'll be over here quick enough, and he should be able to run straight back into this hole. Plus, we do have we do not have a vulnerary. What? What? I took one off? Did I just think he was amazing or something? Well, that's no good. Okay. Well, we have a couple options. We have, like, one option. Dang it. So we can plop Sane right in the middle. Oh, that won't do much damage. Well, how much? I can't figure out how much the horses are gonna do. I can check their stats. Let's see. Strength is 5. Whoa, wait, they're weak. Okay, come here. Alright, Sane, are you ready to do even more for your town and country? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop Sane here. He's gonna beat up some units for us. Like the good pal that he is. And we'll have Dorcas pop down next turn and kind of like finish up everything once we've gotten rid of the sword user. And then what we want to have happen is we're going to move Lynn out of the way. Wait, is that a ranged attack? Yes. Who do I have that's ranged? I have a couple people, actually. Lucius! Wait a minute! When did you start doing all this damage? Man, I didn't realize he was going to be this strong already. Okay. His speed stat must be really high. I should pay more attention to my light magic users. Hold on. You have 10 speed? Ah, you just traded out your luck for good stats. Okay. Well, that kind of changes a lot. Alright. So then the question is, do we want to give Will or Urk the level? They're both exactly at the same spot, so we'll go ahead and give it to Will, since I think he's going to deal less damage anyway. I sort of assumed that would happen, but I didn't completely assume. So let's go ahead and sing for Will and give him another shot. It was like 68, so he'll probably hit him this time. And I think this song is okay. It just sucks that I didn't heal Sane this turn, which is what I intended to do. 65, you got him this time. There you go, good work, Will. So even if he gets caught by the other guy, I think he'll be okay. I would have liked to heal him, but it seemed too risky. Now, if she can reach, what I can do is have her come heal and then have Dorcas rescue her. And that way, if Dorcas takes the hit, he'll live for sure, because he's only getting hit by one person. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I think this makes it more reliable for Sane to be able to catch here, and all that stops us doing is having a free turn for Dorcas to do something. Because now we have to come pick her up, and then we have to take another turn to put her down. But we were going to do anything with Dorcas this turn anyway. Yeah, and then this guy does, like, no damage to Dorcas, so even if he were to be attacked, it'd be fine. Now, nobody else can reach that position, so we can actually just have him rescue her here, and then do whatever we decide to do next turn. So this is perfect because that means Kent can come over here and save the day. But we're going to make sure he has a sword equipped, and let's check out what's in the town.
Do you remember the weapon triangle? Axes over lances and whatnot. This is important, so pay attention. There are some weapons that don't follow the normal rules. This here Lance Reaver is one of those. It's a sword that reverses the triangle. So if you wield this blade, you can best a lance with it. Of course, there's a downside. Axes can best this sword. Take this as a gift. It's your reward for listening to an old man ramble. Don't be so shy, it's not like I can use the thing. Not everyone can wield a sword of this caliber. I'm sure you know someone who can use it, though.
Okay, this is perfect. So now we have learned something as well as gained something. So now we have a Lance Reaver, which is kind of like the Axe Reaver and the Sword Reaver, but this is just strong against spears, which means it is in fact weak against axes. But that's okay, because that now changes the fact we're down here. This does mean that this Sword Reaver is going to be weak to lances. It means this Axe Reaver is going to be weak to swords, and this Lance Reaver will be weak to axes. Yes. So now that is all reversed, we now know that the Axe Reaver is in fact weak to swords. So that's pretty cool. That's going to be tough to remember because it feels like a lot, but luckily we should be just fine. There are some reinforcements, which is great, because that means that's more free experience for us. Very, very lucky. Oh, and here's another thing. So when you visit a town, or a village, I suppose, the gates will then close once you leave. So the big reason why I was so worried about getting over here soon enough is if we hadn't gotten over here, and this sneaky brigand who's over on the right side, right here, if he'd had 2 more turns, he could have walked up and ransacked and destroyed the village. So luckily, since we were here, we were able to visit it and save it all at the same time, which is very, very, very lucky. Because we would have missed out on a free Lance Reaver, as well as the knowledge of how the reverse weapon triangle works. So I would consider us quite blessed, as Lucius would tell us. Okay, in the meantime, we can continue destroying these backline guys. I believe Urk will take a shot from a ballista, but because I'm kind of scared about it, let's move you out of the way, send you where it's safe, and have you pop them here. And then we can have Dorcas and Sane move a little bit further down, fight these other upcoming units. I think we want to send Dorcas to fight the Lance user. You won't kill him though. Are you faster than him? No. Well, that's awkward. I really wanted him to finish one off. It's because he's so weak so far. Okay. Well, then let's go ahead and kill the Lance user, since we can probably have Sane kill the bowman. We cannot. Wow, that's weird. Okay. Well, which of your things is weaker? Your sword. So we're gonna have them just work towards improving their weapon abilities here. We actually could sing and have either Arthur, Will, or Urk to pop over to this bush to finish off this guy. They will get attacked by a bowman and this unit though, so I think that maybe is not the best idea. But somebody is gonna get attacked regardless. Actually, Urk is in danger, so what we should consider doing is moving Lyn here. That way it blocks the bad units from coming in. And then let's just play for whoever, so Nils still gets experience. There we go. Halfway towards another level. And then we'll have you wait. Because we already bought some items, I don't think we need any more. Well, we bought some weapons, I don't believe we need any more. So here Lyn's gonna get attacked by a lot of people, but we did put her in the bush, and she's fairly strong on her own right. So I think she should be fine regardless of what comes. The other reason is we really didn't want her fighting anyone because I think she's pretty strong already, so I don't think she needs any more stat gains. And so at this point we're essentially just waiting for that ballista to run out of bullets. Probably still has a couple more. I haven't paid attention exactly. I think we can even hover over him to see how many more shots he has. He has at least one more. But we can continue approaching and not really worry too much about it, I think. So this bandit is going to come over here, so let's go ahead and have Kent post up over here in the bushes and wait for him. And we can have Dorcas walk forward. He has like no damage, and it'd be nice to have him get attacked by some of these guys when they approach further. We just can't set him in those first bushes, which would be kind of nice. So we'll post him here, we'll take Sane and put him here. Actually, we'll put Sane in the back, because I kind of want Dorcas to get most of this experience. So we'll wait, we might actually move him back as time goes on. And then since he is still holding... oh, that's right! His stats go down. Oh, this is important. Okay, so when you pick up a unit, it lowers, I guess, just specifically your skill and your speed, because you're kind of having to pay attention to whatever unit you've just picked up. So he's a little bit encumbered at the moment, but the moment that this guy runs out of bullets, we can drop her and she'll be fine, and Dorcas can go absolutely insane against all these pesky Lancers. I guess soldiers is the correct term, but we're going to keep going with Lancers. Alright, we'll have everybody else wait up here because it's a little bit too risky to throw them down there. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic tune, Nils. The first time I heard it, I was enthralled. The 10th time, I was still a little interested. Right now, oh my goodness, I absolutely love it and I'm not tired of it at all. Just gotta be honest with the boy. Aw, there you go, Kent. Rid of that pesky brigand who was going to destroy the village. And now he's close to the level that Sane's at, so we're still keeping them pretty even. You surely have run out of arrows now. Hey, there we go! Alright, so the unit is finally out of arrows, which means we can drop Sarah and kind of create a wall here. Well, I don't want to create a wall, actually. We should move backwards. So what I'm going to do is we're going to move Sane right there. And we'll let him get attacked if they want to attack him, because I don't think he'll kill them. We're going to drop Sarah here. They shouldn't be able to reach her, and that means Sarah can finally heal somebody after this, which would be great. Nils can reach her, actually, so we're going to move Lyn over. We're going to have him heal Sarah, and then we're going to have Sarah go heal Lucius, since Lucius did take damage. That way everybody gets their nice, healthy bonus of experience that they need. And we'll bring everybody over to this corner since this is the only side that we can actually progress on anyway. And then we're going to drop Will and Urk closer in so they can fight the Lancers that don't in fact get killed by Sane and Dorcas. This is perfect. You can't actually reach. Well, you'll be there next turn, so it's fine. And we'll drop you here because this just seems a little bit safer than somewhere else. And wonderful. I was hoping that they would fight Dorcas just because, like I said, we do need Dorcas to get some experience. He's been a little bit encumbered. And now we can see he's actually getting the double hits because now that we took off our carried companion, Sarah, he is now not encumbered to the point where he can actually fight back. So this is very, very convenient. And we might, honestly, we should just have him take down all of them. The experience should be great for that since he is a little bit behind everybody else. It seems like he's not behind by too much though. I mean, he is level 5, but I think we got him at a fairly high-ish kind of level 2. We'll drop Sane here in these woods just so he can kind of like post up and defend anybody else from getting attacked. And then we just need to see what their range is so we can move everyone up accordingly. So we have these spaces here to kind of position ourselves. Let's go ahead and move forward a bit. Excellent. So everywhere else is basically just where we're going to be moving in to make sure we can actually like reach a further line, or we can reach further down the line quicker. It's all about like, and that's the thing. I don't think most of the maps, aside from the defense ones, actually have a limited amount of time that you have, so you can kind of take your time. And as you can tell, the enemy units typically don't think too far past that individual turn. So like they're not going to be thinking, oh, I need to like reposition to be able to hit these units here or something. Like they're going to think, oh, dude, these are my 2 available targets. Let's pick whichever one should be easier for us to fight, and that's what they'll go for. And then as far as units that are already stationary, if they haven't generally moved, the idea is they're not going to move until you reach their range of attack. So in a sense, you can kind of manipulate the enemy. Like basically, they're almost always sieging. And then when the map isn't a siege map for us, oh, that's a crit. When the map isn't a siege map for us, that's when they'll kind of approach unconditionally, and only the boss will typically like stick around. Everybody else is generally going to be ready to just like, you know, smash their bodies, kind of like a, you know, old battle style, where they just send waves upon waves of people, and there's not really much strategy involved. Alright, so we got Dorcas level rating 15 experience per each fight. It's not the best, but it's by no means terrible. And now we can go deal with this pesky archer. So we'll go ahead and equip our hand axe. It's a little weak, we might want to buy another one here soon. Make sure you have the javelin so you can catch whoever, or if he comes over and decides to fight you, because he should be able to reach both. And then everybody else just gonna line up behind them. I'll make sure that bottom part, so right behind Dorcas, but to the sides of Dorcas, it's fine. It seems like they move a little bit slower if they have to go through a, what's the word? If they have to go through like these bushes or whatever, it seems like they may be a little bit slower. Alright, then we'll get Will a little bit closer. Maybe he can have an archer off, actually. Let's see if he wants to come fight Will with 1L and see who the superior archer is. I wouldn't mind that, actually. Yeah, there we go. Look at that, man. You're gonna do 3 damage to my 10? I'm not even inside a bush or anything. There's not even any damage mitigation there. I think this archer bit off quite a bit more than he can chew. Alright, nobody else over here should be able to go very far. They're all limited to this position. So now we need to decide what we're going to put here. So we have to be prepared for an Axe Reaver and a Lance Reaver. So that probably means we want to use a sword. Since this beats lances and this beats axes, what's left? It's just a sword. So let's go ahead and take Kent, and we'll put him in this position, and we'll ready up to fight these units, because we're already going to be able to take out this pesky archer here with Will. So there's nothing to fear other than the upcoming bottom line. There you go. And now we just kind of ready up. We do want to have Sarah heal Will, since he did take a little bit of damage, and we need Sarah to get some points. Also, the ballistas have a minimum amount of shots on them, and so when that enemy unit, I believe, used up all 5 of the shots, that means there's none less. So even if we send Will up here, there shouldn't be anything available for us to actually shoot with. So it's kind of a moot point to even consider messing with it. Alright, so now what we want to do is we probably want to have our ranged units prepared to fight the ones that get in range to hit our boy Kent here. Oh, let's see, Adia, give me some more of those defensive points. Resistance? I'll take it. And more luck? What a lucky lad. So somebody like Lucius we'll place here. We'll take Sane, who has a Javelin, I guess, and put him over here. Then we'll just take Dorcas and set him on the side, because this is mostly Will, Urk, and Lucius's job. Alright, so our sword looks like it's better than the Axe Reaver, so this was nothing to fear. Good work, Kent. Oh my goodness, dude. Look at that XP. Oh! Strength, skill, and luck. Okay, and his speed's already pretty high, so that's a great level. And then this should be even. Wow, he has a really high crit chance. I didn't see that coming. Luckily, he only attacked once, so we were going to be fine no matter what. But I was actually a little nervous when I saw that. When I saw those numbers. Okay, 31, 61, 90. So let's go ahead and get Lucius that level. I bet he'll love it. Yeah, there we go. I think that's 2 levels we've gotten for Lucius now, which is more than I've ever given Lucius ever. Most likely. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm pretty sure I've never really used this character, so that's very, very convenient. And then we get two turns to heal this turn because of our good Bard and our good Cleric. Alright, so now we need to decide how we're going to approach these. So that is a Axe Reaver, and that is a Sword Reaver. So since this beats axes and this beats swords, what does that leave? Sounds like lances to me. So, who do we have that may have a lance? We have Kent, and we have Sane. Who has the weaker lance? D, E. Kent does. So, I think we'll be using Kent here. So in order to do that, we need to make sure that we give him a little bit more health before we throw him in there. And we need to make sure our magic users are actually ready to bombard the boss. I was just thinking about it. He is, in fact, a big, bulky man, so it shouldn't be too bad. And we'll just drop, Kent, like, right below, and have that Barbarian, or that Brigand come fight us. And once the Brigand attacks, then we can post up on the big bad boss. So it's really just this unit we have to look out for. Yeah, so it's still lances regardless. We shouldn't need any defenses, we should be just fine. There we go, and then we don't need Will here anymore. We just need to make sure we don't get attacked, so we can move Lucian and Urk down here. So next turn, they can probably go beat up this this Yogi Bear. There we go, see? Nothing to fear. Very, very simple stuff. Oh, I didn't realize he was gonna go again. Good work, Kent. Alright, so Lucius is in fact in range. He doesn't kill him, but he gets close, which means Urk can probably finish him off. They are not in a very good position to do this, so we're gonna take this turn to reposition actually, and get kind of prepared to go fight him, and then we'll just go ahead and get some healing in on this turn. So I want to make sure he couldn't be approached. So even more XP to go through, and I think everyone's at full health now too, so there's not much else Sarah can do at this point. But let's make sure. Nils actually leveled up, so he got 1 point in health, so we can heal him again. Lucky us, dude. Not a turn wasted. How convenient. Go ahead, have you guys exchange pleasantries. I know you had so much fun meeting the first time, might as well have you meet again. There we go. And Sarah is gonna need 2 more heals and she'll have a level 2. Which should be great because once again, healing or leveling up your clerics is kinda tough. Alright, if Lucius gets a crit, good for him, but here's hoping that he doesn't.
Curses! The ballista must have been taken! What's going on here? Somebody, get that girl!
Not today, Yogi. You thought you had me? But it turns out I had the picnic basket the whole time! That's a very ancient joke. Don't hold it against me. Alright, good work, Urk.
Lord Lundgren, I've failed you! I pray you hurry with those reinforcements you promised. Ah!
Wait a minute, he promised reinforcements? Did Lundgren assume that Yogi would lose? Oh, dude, cool! Urk finally got a good level! Lucky us! Is it over? Yes, I see no more enemy soldiers. However, something is bothering me. What is it? I noticed it during the fighting. Our opponents. They were soldiers of Kalen. I even recognized some of those we fought. I trained with many of them. And yet they attacked us without hesitation. They're black-hearted traitors who've joined Lord Lundgren. Good riddance, I say. It also means less resistance to the castle. Hope you're right. I'm just glad Nils and Ninian were with us. If that first shot had hit me, I might not have survived. We are honored to have served you well. We won't let you down. I know. I'm relying on you. What's this? You dealt with the ballista too. Nicely done. Matthew, where were you doing all this? I went to the village to sniff about for information. I got some interesting news from my trouble too. Let's hear it. First, about Marquis Kalen's illness. Oh no. The song shift. This is gonna get real. He really is unwell. He's been in bed for nigh on 3 months. Oh no. Grandfather! Heard an interesting rumor about his condition, though. The people believe that someone's been poisoning the Marquis. He's been poisoned? And this someone... well, everyone's too afraid to mention a name. However, they say that as soon as the Marquis took ill, a certain noble took control of the castle as though it were his own. I fed a hungry innkeeper some coin, and he fed me a name. Marquis of Kalen's own brother, Lord Lundgren. How can this be? How can they allow him to get away with this? The villagers know he's the one poisoning my grandfather, and yet no one raises a hand against him? Why? They're afraid, and they lack proof. The whispering of the common people means nothing. That's the truth of it. None of the Marquis's loyal retainers who might have lent credence to these rumors, there's no sign. Are you saying they've been silenced? It's a fair assumption. This is beyond believing. And worse news is yet to come. But there's more? An impostor's appeared claiming to be the Marquis's granddaughter. At least, that's the story Lundgren's telling all who will listen. What does that mean? It means that people are waiting for 2 traitorous knights and a base-born child to appear and lay claim to Castle Kalen. But that... it can't be! Traitors. Us. Ridiculous! He says I'm an imposter? Don't you have anything that proves your lineage? My mother joined the Lorca. She brought nothing of Lycia with her. My lady, Marquis Erefin himself remarked at your resemblance to Lady Madeline. Your face is your proof. I'll say we found a look-alike somewhere. We're seen as betrayers of our knightly vows. Our word means nothing. Now our only hope is to see Marquis Kalen himself. We must hurry. If not, my grandfather. I must see him, with my last breath if need be. We must formulate some manner of plan. Even if we set out for the castle, the troops patrolling the area will cause no end to our problems. You've been branded as an oathbreaker after all. I've got it. Eliwood. He seemed sympathetic to our plight. He should still be in Capulet. If we can talk to him, he might help us. Of course, a sound idea. Let's hurry. Yes, back to Capulet. Okay, well maybe... maybe Eliwood can give us a hand, who knows? But sadly, none of us will know until next episode. Well, hopefully next episode. I would assume that the cliffhanger would get covered next episode. We'll find out, hopefully. But either way, thank you so much for joining me tonight, or today. I hope it was fun, and I look forward to seeing you guys again for the next part of Fire Emblem here very, very soon. I'm Ludo. It was good to have you, and I'll see you next time.